Hey everyone and welcome. Today we're diving into a really fascinating explainer on something we all struggle with, mastering our mornings. We're going to unpack a complete step-by-step blueprint on how to consistently wake up at 4:30 a.m. And yes, that includes even if you went to bed a little late. If you've ever felt like your mornings are just this constant, exhausting battle against your own alarm clock, well, stick around, because we are going to figure this out together. Let's be totally honest for a second. How many times have you told yourself, okay, tomorrow I'm absolutely going to wake up early? You feel super motivated, you confidently set that alarm for 5 a.m., but when it actually rings, your brain immediately whispers, just 5 more minutes, and you know how the story ends. Before you know it, those 5 innocent minutes have completely morphed into 2 whole hours of extra sleep. You finally wake up in a panic, rushing around, feeling that heavy, frustrating, lazy guilt that just kind of shadows you for the rest of the day. You end up asking yourself, why am I so incredibly lazy?
Well, I want to stop you right there and just flip the script entirely. You are not lazy. Seriously. Your past failures to get up early, they have absolutely nothing to do with a lack of drive or willpower or personal character. The simple truth is just that the system most of us use is completely broken. But the good news is we can rebuild it. We can create a smooth, totally manageable blueprint that practically removes the struggle altogether.
So, here's the roadmap we're going to follow today to transform those mornings. We'll start with the wake-up struggle, move into winning the night before, then hacking your alarm, breaking down the 10-minute formula, and we'll wrap up with consistency and rewards. Let's jump right into it.
Starting off with Section 1, the wake-up struggle, or as I like to think of it, finding your reason. Look, relying purely on brute willpower to drag yourself out from under those nice warm covers, that's exactly why most of us fail to build an early morning habit. Willpower is finite, and at 4:30 in the morning, your sleepy brain is a master negotiator. It will easily talk you out of getting up. What really works, what genuinely changes the game, is having a strong reason. Think about it. Nobody wakes up that early without a compelling purpose. If you define a specific motivation the night before, like hitting a dedicated workout, getting some quiet reading time, or finally chipping away at that dream project, your subconscious actually readies your mind. So when that alarm does ring, you aren't pushing yourself out of bed. You're literally being pulled out of it by your own goals.
Which brings us right into Section 2, winning the night before. Because an amazing morning actually starts the night prior.
This is kind of a counterintuitive truth, but waking up early doesn't really start in the morning at all. You literally cannot win the morning if you lose the evening. If you're rocking a messy night routine, mindlessly scrolling on your phone in bed with zero plan for the next day, expecting to be disciplined at 4:30 a.m. is just setting yourself up for failure. It's practically impossible. But contrast that with a disciplined routine, dimmed lights, a calm environment, and a clearly written plan for tomorrow. That simple shift, that's the difference between hitting snooze and effortless success.
So to make this actually work, the explainer lays out a super simple 3-step checklist for every single night. First off, banish the phone. Yep, that means absolutely no social media doom scrolling at least 30 minutes before sleep. Second, dim the lights in your room to physically signal to your body that it's time to wind down. And third, physically jot down tomorrow's plan in a notebook. This calms your racing brain and gives it clear direction for the next day. Oh, and don't worry about losing sleep over a new schedule. Human bodies are amazing, and yours will adjust to these new hours within just a couple of days.
Now, to truly win the night, optimizing your sleep quality is absolutely crucial, because we definitely aren't trying to sacrifice health for early hours here. Try to keep your room cool and stick to a really consistent bedtime. But wait, here is an incredible bonus psychological trick from the source material that I love. As you're lying in bed, instead of stressing out about how early the alarm is going to go off, don't. Instead, just quietly tell your brain, I am already awake. It sounds a little crazy, but it is totally fascinating how powerfully the brain reacts to this simple command. It primes you for a significantly smoother morning.
Okay, moving right along to Section 3, hacking your alarm. It's time to outsmart our own brains.
So at the exact moment that dreaded bell actually rings, there is one non-negotiable golden rule. Keep your phone far from the bed, literally across the room if you can. Because if it's within arm's reach, come on, we all know we're going to hit snooze without even opening our eyes. Placing it far away forces physical movement. You have to physically get out from under the covers and walk across the floor to turn it off. And honestly, that simple, short walk is usually enough to instantly break your deep sleep cycle.
But why stop there? Let's upgrade the alarm itself. Whatever you do, don't use some soft, soothing chime. You want to change the name of your alarm on your phone to an inspiring quote that specifically reminds you why you're doing this, or set the tone to a highly motivational, upbeat song. Hearing that first thing delivers a real jolt of positive energy right to your brain. Or actually, here's a better idea. If having your phone in the room is just way too tempting at night, switch to an old-school digital clock. It forces a complete digital detox in the bedroom and removes the distraction entirely. Problem solved.
Next up is Section 4, the 10-minute formula. This right here is a genuine morning game changer.
Okay, so you're out of bed, but you aren't totally safe yet. Those first 10 minutes immediately after your alarm goes off are critical. They basically dictate whether your entire day is going to be highly productive or completely sluggish. So as soon as that alarm is off, whatever you do not check your phone messages. Instead, you're going to hit these 3 actionable steps right away. 1, drink a glass of hot or cold water. 2, instantly turn on the lights in the room. And 3, get your body moving. Do 10 jumping jacks, or just take a brisk, quick walk around your room.
There's actually a really solid, scientifically backed equation at work here. It goes like this: water plus light plus movement equals an instant energy boost. It's brilliant. The water immediately rehydrates your brain after hours of sleep, the bright light signals your body to shut down melatonin and sleep hormones, and the movement gets your blood pumping. If you can master this simple equation, that overwhelming urge to crawl right back under the covers, it just vanishes.
And that brings us to our final part, Section 5, consistency and rewards. This is all about locking in that new habit for good.
Listen, building a major habit like this isn't about being perfectly robotic every single day. It's actually about having profound self-compassion. The absolute golden rule here is never miss twice. Let's be real. Everyone fails sometimes. It's completely normal to sleep in and miss a day. If you miss one day, that is totally fine. Zero room for guilt, okay? But missing 2 days in a row, that's what ruins the entire habit cycle. So if you stumble today, bouncing back tomorrow is what matters. Even if you literally only get up for 10 minutes just to maintain the routine, that is a true victory.
So you're probably wondering, how long is this going to feel like hard work? Well, the magic number is roughly 20 to 25. That's about how many days you need to follow this cycle to rewire things. If you can just push through that initial friction and stay consistent for just 20 to 25 days, the discipline of waking up early actually stops being a conscious, draining effort. It literally becomes completely automatic.
But to actually help you reach that 25-day mark without burning out, you absolutely must reward your efforts. Your brain needs to learn that waking up at 4:30 a.m. isn't some horrible punishment, it's actually a reward. So treat yourself. Start your very early morning with a peaceful, completely uninterrupted cup of coffee. Put on your favorite music, or just sit quietly by the window and watch the sunrise. This tiny psychological shift turns the early morning from dreaded torture into this really coveted, beautiful blessing that you actually look forward to.
When you put all of these pieces together, you really start to realize that waking up early isn't just a basic habit. It genuinely is a superpower. There's this absolutely incredible, almost magical feeling that comes from working on your personal dreams in total silence while the rest of the world is still fast asleep. It gives you this undeniable edge in life that is hard to replicate any other way. So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. Are you ready to join the 4:30 a.m. club tomorrow? I mean, you've got the exact blueprint now. All you have to do is set your strong reason today, conquer tonight's evening routine, move that alarm clock across the room, and crush those critical first 10 minutes tomorrow morning. The entire system is yours to execute starting tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out with me on this explainer, and hey, I will see you bright and early.